Welcome back guys. This is the part 4 of Power BI series, and in this video we are going to talk about the Power BI API calls, advanced visualizations, data analysis on COVID-19. So first we'll be talking about the API calls, that what exactly APIs are, application programming interface, which stands for. So we'll be looking at how to fetch the real-time data of COVID-19 from a URL that will give you data in a JSON form, and then converting it into some advanced level of visualizations like funnel chart we have, or we have the ribbon charts, waterfall charts, and different lot of advanced level of visualizations we'll be performing. Then converting a report of a data analysis on COVID-19 dataset. So first we'll be fetching the data from the Indian government that is providing the dataset of COVID-19. In my last video, I used IPL data to perform data analysis, but this time we are going to use this data provided by Indian government. So this is the states daily, a key here, and these are the states. So this data is being collected from 14th of March till yesterday, whatever the date today is, till yesterday, with the status of confirmed, recovered, and deceased. So this data is state wise, okay, and the data will be available till yesterday. So if today is 29, so today is 30, then the data is available till 29th of September. Now, after fetching this data, after looking at this data, we have to start with the Power BI, and in the Power BI tool, we'll see that how to hit the URLs, how to hit the APIs. Now, first of all, we'll go to the get data option. Inside get data option, this time we have to select the web. So we can import the data from a web page. So we just need to put a URL here, just copy and paste the URL from where you want to fetch the data of the JSON, paste it here and click on OK. Now we have to wait for like few seconds so that we can see that what actual data we are getting here, and then we have to convert it into some tabular format. Okay, so let's wait for few seconds. Whether I think it is giving some warning. I guess we need to check it here. It is saying please enter a value. Okay, so let's click here again. Okay, now it will start loading the data, and now it will open a Power Query editor for you. So whenever you will hit some APIs, it will open a Power Query editor for you. In that Power Query editor, you have to convert your data into some tabular form. So this is the Power Query editor we have, and this is the same data that you are looking here will be available to you with the key States Daily. So this is the States Daily here, and now you can see States Daily is same here. Click on list, it will open the records one by one. If you click on any of the record, then you will be able to see this data, that the first observation we have. Now we need to convert this data into a tabular format. So click on list, and the top left corner you can see to table. So it will convert the data into a tabular format. So click here and wait for a few seconds. It will ask enter a delimiter. So select it none right now, and then there is an icon here, the expand icon. So if you click expand icon, it will convert this data into a proper table form. It will expand the columns like this. Now finally our data is being converted into a proper tabular form with the name of this state. So we are going to load this data. So at top left corner again, if you will see, there is a option of close and apply here. So just click on close and apply, and it will load the data in Power BI here. There is a problem with this data, that when you will load this data, the JSON is always available in form of strings. So the values are not integers. The number of cases must be integer, but the values will be in strings. So you can see there is no submission icon here, because submission icon represent the integer, but there is no integer. So click on this data here. So this is the data available to us. And now in this data, in this particular window, I am going to change the type of my column. So if I click on any type, so you can see data type is set to text here. So by default, the data type is text inside this data. I cannot convert all the columns into a single like numeric or integer, because we also have the date, the status column with confirm recovered. So it cannot be converted into integer. I am going to pick few of the columns and will convert them into integer. So let's pick date and change the data type to date. And then we are going to pick few of the columns according to our need. Like if I want to see the cases of Delhi or Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh. So we just click on that particular column and convert it into a whole number. Similarly to the few of the rest of the column, like there is one more important column we'll be picking. So let's pick first one more column. We have UP, Click on this, convert it into again the whole number. Click on yes. And now there is a column TT, that is basically the total count of the particular date. Of each and every date we have this total count. So this is a very helpful column for us. So we need this column. Okay, so I have converted few of the columns into the numeric part. Not all the columns I need, I just need few of the columns. Okay, and let's convert one more state. Maharashtra I also want to convert because it will show you a lot of visualization according to it. So convert it into a whole number, click yes, that's it. Now I have converted few of the columns into numeric, and on the right side in the fields, you can see we have the numeric icon now, the summation icon. Okay, so if you scroll down, this is the date calendar here, and these are the summation sign is showing you that this is the integer column. So now we are good to go here. We are ready to go here. We are just going to implement the visualizations part now. So this was the first part, that how to load the data of the APIs from using Power BI. So first I am going to use a multi-row card. So first let's open a multi-row card. In this multi-row card, I'll show you the number of total cases, the confirmed cases, recovered cases and deceased cases in India. Okay, so we just have to put the TT, that is the total cases. So you can see total cases something like 1150 this. But if I want the categorization, like the confirmed, recovered and deceased, so I have to pick the status column and put it here. Now you can see data is being divided into three categories: confirmed cases, recovered cases and deceased cases till yesterday. So now let's format it a little bit. I can just change the font size of these things. So we need to go inside the data label first. Increase the font size, let's say make it as 19 points. Okay, so it has changed the values. Then let's go to not inside the card, I guess. Nope, inside the. So we have to check what are the different tabs we have to go inside to convert the to change the font size of it. Let's go to categories. So the categories are the name of the column basically. So you can see the column 1.tt, that is the name of column. The size of column is being increased. And finally we also need to convert the size of confirmed, recovered and deceased text written. So let's convert the size of these headings. So we need to go inside the this might be available in card title exactly. So let's increase the size of the titles here. So now I'm going to increase it a little bit more, 21 points. So that's it. So here we have this particular the multi-row card, which is showing you the numbers, exact numbers of confirmed, recovered and deceased cases in India. Okay, now we'll have this multi-row card at this particular side. Now copy paste it, and I am going to convert this into a chart. So let's convert it into a clustered column chart. So you will have the graphical visualization as well as you have the numbers written at the left hand side. Okay, now we have two visualization. One is through the graph and one is through the numeric part. So you can just set the data labels on to see the value. So it is showing you 6.2 M, that is the million values. Then these are the confirmed, then 5.2 million recovered and 0.1 million deceased. Now we are going to make one more chart, and this time I'm going to pick the clustered. Let's say we are going to pick the clustered bar chart, and in the clustered bar chart I'll be using, let's say we want to just see monthly the number of cases monthly of any of the state. Okay, so we are going to pick, we have three things: axis, legend and values. So what you want to pick inside the values? So I want to check the cases of Delhi monthly, like what was the number of cases in March, then in April, so how it is increasing. So I need date column. So whenever you will put the date column, the year, the quarter, we don't need them. I only need month. Okay, so we have March, April, May, June, July, August, September, like this. This is the visualization. But now these are the total cases. This is not just the confirmed or the recovered or anything. Okay, if you want to categorize it, so you have to pass the status column in the legend. So status inside the legend, it will categorize it into three parts, like the confirmed cases, recovered and deceased. Okay, now it is divided into three bars for each state, for each month. So you can see the number of recovered or confirmed cases or deceased cases like this from this graph. Okay, so I'm going to convert it to back. So I'm going to delete this legend later. So now this is the basic visualization, very basic visualization of how we can just perform analyze the COVID-19 reports and all. This is the ribbon chart here, but I'm not going to use the ribbon chart in this window. We'll be using a different window here. First of all, what exactly ribbon chart is? Ribbon chart is useful to quickly identify which categorical data has highest rank. Okay, it will be used to identify which categorical data has the highest rank or the large value. So it will also have the same parameters like axis, legend and value. So now I'm going to pick any of the state. Let's say this time I'm picking UP. I want to check the values of COVID-19 cases in UP. Then in the legend, I'm going to pass the status, that is confirmed, recovered and deceased. And then on the axis, I'm going to pick the date column. So here we have three parameters and close the year and the quarter one. Now you will be able to see this is the ribbon chart. That's why it is known as ribbon, because the visualization is like the ribbons here. From this ribbon chart, we can see the rank of the data. Okay, let's on the data level. So it will show you the value of them. In thousands, it is showing you 165k, 164k of the recovered cases, of the deceased cases, of the confirmed cases, like this. And on the axis, you have the states like March, April, May, June, something like that. So this is a ribbon chart that we generally use to perform the data visualization of advanced level in Power BI. Okay, and you can just replace any of the columns to check out the state, a different state. So this time, this is the data of Delhi, the confirmed cases. Okay, in September. So that's how ribbon chart help you to visualize the data more better. Okay, it covers the area as well as it draws the bar. Let's create a new page, and in this page we are going to look at let's import waterfall charts. So basically waterfall charts are useful to visualize the data over a period of time. Okay, waterfall charts will be used to visualize the data over a period of time. So we are again the same things, category, but this time there is a parameter known as breakdown and then values. So let's pick the value of any of the state, UP, Delhi, Maharashtra, or any of the state. Then let's pick the, let's say total or UP, I think. Yeah, so this time we have the total here. Let's pick the total, then the status in the breakdown, and finally the date in category. Okay, so close the first two, and now this is the data of a waterfall. This is the look and feel visualization of waterfall, March, April, May, and now from every month you can see the each and every month is being categorized into three stages: confirmed, recovered and deceased. So the height of the green bar is showing you the recovered, confirmed and deceased, and height of this blue bar showing you the monthly number, the number like how many cases was in that particular month. So this is the basic visualization of a waterfall chart. This is a waterfall chart we have. So I hope it is also clear to you that what exactly a waterfall chart is. Now we'll be looking for one more visualization. Either we are going to create some table or any of the other chart with some different data set. So let's do one thing. I'm just copying and paste this graph here. Okay. And I'm pasting this because I want to make a single report. So that's why I want to just pick 3 or 4 graph in a single window. Okay. So I'm just copying and pasting few of them. So let's copy this, paste it here. And now move to this side and increase the size of it if you want. And then I'm also going to apply a basic styling on all the graph. Like if I want to change the background color of my graph. So I will just go to the formatting part, the color, pick here, any of the color you want to pick, and increase the transparency to make it look better. Okay. So to all the graph, I'm going to provide some coloring here to make my graph look better. Let's pick this one again and increase the transparency of it. And finally, you can change the color of this multi-row card, pick the color, whatever you want, and also increase the transparency to make it more readable. Now, this is the basic report we have created of a basic COVID-19 report we have. So I hope you are liking the things like understanding how Power BI work, how we analyze, how we visualize the things in Power BI. There is one more thing we can include in this report, that is a table. Okay, table will show the data in a proper tabular format. Like I just have to feed the values inside this table, like the confirmed, recovered, each and everything will be passed here. So first let's put the date and remove the year and the quarter. So it will just have the month and the day. And then let's put the total cases. Now you will be able to see the total cases from 14th of March and the confirmed, recovered and the deceased cases like this. Now it is more better visualization for all of you. We have two graph as well as two numeric. So I can just analyze and visualize all the things very clearly from this particular report. That these are the cases of recovered, confirmed, and of each and every day you can see in this table. So this is the benefit of using a table. Of each and every day you can see the number of cases. Also then you can apply filters, like I just want to see the confirmed cases, recovered cases, something like that. So we can just use the filters for that particular purpose. Now this is the first kind of report that we have built. I'm going to use one more data set, and using that data set we also have to look few more things. So first let me show you what is the data of that particular COVID-19 part. And in that particular COVID-19 data set, I have the data of the patients, like whether they are infected from the COVID-19 or not, based on their country, age, gender, fever, body pain, or whether they contact with some COVID patient or not, and finally infected, 0 or 1. 1 means infected, 0 means not infected. So we are going to load this data. Now in this data, if I load this one and we want to visualize it, so I'm going to build one graph, and this time we are going to build a funnel chart. So what exactly a funnel chart is? So basically Power BI funnel chart is useful to display the data in stages. So it has a group and a value parameter inside this. We have to pass the age. I'm passing the age inside the group, and inside the value I'll be passing, let's say, the infected, whether yes or no. It will create a funnel chart for you like this. Okay, so that it look like exactly a funnel. That's why it is known as a funnel chart here. So this is the age, infected, and percentage of first. So that's how funnel chart is being built. This is the data infected by age. So in the group, you have to specify the column that displays the stages. So age is playing the role of a stage here. So that's why I have used stage. You can just change it, and in the infected, you have either 0 or 1s. I'm going to make it more better by using filters. So let's put a graph also, map, sorry. I'm going to put the country here, and in this country, I'll be able to visualize the countries. And if I want to see like which country has the most number of infected cases, so how we are going to do that? Because if I put infected in this, scroll down, you will see a size parameter. Put the infected in the size parameter, the circles will get large. So wherever the circle is large, it means the particular country has the most number of cases. So circle size is indicating here. So I just want to see the confirmed or recovered cases. So to do that, we need to just put is and 1. 1 means infected. Apply it. So basically, I don't think it will work better. So instead of applying a filter on this particular single chart, I'll do one thing. I will be applying the filter on a report level, on the page level. Okay, so that will be a better visualization for us. So cancel this part. I'm just doing the Control Z, and I'll be applying the filter on this page. So put this infected column on this page. Okay, now here I just want to see the data of those who are infected. So is equals to 1, then apply filter, and that's how we can just analyze or visualize this data of COVID-19 patients who are infected with COVID-19. So left graph is showing you the age wise. In the right graph, in this particular map, you can see the size of the circles denoting here the number of cases. So this was the visualization in this particular Power BI part, and in my next video we are going to look after the advanced level filters, and then we'll see how to perform DAX. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.